right, so here is this defensively gifted fighter, and certainly has some offense as well, but more often than not, that offense is set up by his sound defense. He uses movement beautifully, uses his defense to create offensive angles. This guy can stick and move with the best of the man, and even when you think you have him in a bad position, more often than not, swivels that head off at the center line and counters you right in the jaw. So an outstanding defensive striker, very good counterattacks, and a very interesting matchup in front of him tonight.
This fighter has outstanding footwork. He is amongst the best in the world at changing angles and always being in a position where he can land against his opponent, but he's out of range of his opponent's counterattacks.
Going to be looking to find the target and find a home for those heavy hands. This is just not a guy anybody wants to get in a slugfest with. More often than not, you end up twitching on the canvas, concussed. You're playing with fire here if you choose to stand and trade on a napkin in the center of the octagon with this guy.
This guy has ruthless one-punch knockout power. You can't teach it, but when a fighter has it, it's a huge advantage.
And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Both fighters are 25 years old, and they both possess a similar height and reach. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 223 pounds. Fighting out of Volgogorsk, Ukraine, the Great! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 216 pounds. Fighting out of Zurich, Switzerland, the Gentleman. And when the octagon begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Dan Miragliotta.
So Dan Miragliotta shares the cage.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so this UFC Grand Prix tournament is coming up next. This format has been all the rage with a lot of the hardcore mixed martial arts fans out there. Sort of an homage to the history of UFC and Pride with a... Oh!
Very nice. That's a big hook.
Immediately shoots for the leg.
Wow, that was a quick takedown. Full mount.
Trying for a submission here.
He's got that armbar locked up. It's very close here.
Getting tighter.
Great job in getting this fight to the ground quickly and getting an early submission.
Yeah, Joe, we could barely get the fight clock sponsor out, and the submission comes here in round 1. He said he didn't want to waste a lot of time. He knew his opponent would know what was coming. It was going to be takedown attempts in bunches, but he couldn't stop the early shot, and he certainly couldn't stop the submission. So great effort and even better technique here tonight.
And here we see it again from another angle. Isolates the arm, locks it in, and forces the tap. And here we see it again. Beautiful submission victory.
So a seminal moment for this fighter here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Huge victory in his career, and it'll be very interesting to see how they matchmake him moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Miragliotta calls a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 29 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by tap out.
So there he is, your winner by way of submission, and how good was that? I mean, you talk about maximizing a UFC showcase.